Here will be presented to you which letters in many ancient and modern languages and alphabets are having relation to the god, and also why those are related to the god. So, you can observe the letters and judge whether is logical for you. You can stop the video at any moment and see all the letters you missed. There is alphabet that was used in ancient times around 6,000 years before Christ. It is called Ancient Bulgarian Alphabet of the Danube culture. That culture has a lot of artifacts with the presented letters, and also objects from the everyday life, informing us that the culture was very advanced. There is also Varna-Halkalitic artifact with gold pendants, and religious artifacts also supporting the basis for very advanced civilization at that time. You perhaps know that about the ancient Egypt also can be seen. The letters having circle in a line, or several lines in particular, configuration are related to the god, presenting the archaic, Latin or Roman, Greek also known as the alphabet of Orpheus, Brahmin and its development, and Nagari, or Devanagari, presenting the Greek also known as the alphabet of Orpheus, Brahma, Italic, Phoenician, Etruscan, and Orcan of the Turkic people. Let's see more known to many people. The runic script letters, or is known as Bulgarian Kunig letters. Also Linear A, Gothic, and Coptic. Those like Gothic, Coptic, and Bulgarian Kunig. Runic are used in many alphabets in Europe, and even Vikings was using the runic script. Later the runic script was used by Hungarians up to the end of the Second World War. So it is not that ancient to survive 2000s of years. Gothic and Coptic was using from the Greek alphabet some letters. Sacred Glagolitic Bulgarian alphabet, Linear B in Coptic Dawa. We can see the letter Theta is presented in different alphabets, in different, but still similar way. Glagolitic Bulgarian alphabet was having many letters from Linear A and Linear B alphabets, and some of those are related to the god, as you can see. Comparison of the letters in Serbian, Bulgarian, Cyrillic, and Russian alphabets. Although they say Russian, it is in fact Old Bulgarian, but as it is old, it has some letters that are missing in others. As you can see, all of those letters are missing in the English and other Western alphabets. That is because the old and ancient alphabets was created by priests, people very close to religion. But the English, German, French, Spanish, and Italian alphabets are created after the Latin alphabet, and there are little changes since Roman Empire. As result, those Roman-like alphabets are lacking the letters of the god. Even Romans developed them alphabet for practical purposes and not for service in any religion. Selected most of the presented letters in one page, so you can see the similarities and differences. Also you can see as a result all those ages of time about 6,000 years. Those letters did not disappear, and was not changed too much. And the explanation of why those are the letters of the god is to follow. Please like and subscribe. Explanation why the letters are related to the god is starting from the ancient Egypt logograms. Those, as you can see, have a simple shapes, like circle, rectangle, line, and others, and the meaning is changing due to the shapes and combinations. The first on the left is the circle with dot inside and vertical line. That is representation of the circle of the sun, and the very important god in ancient Egypt is the god Ra, the god of the sun. There was many gods in ancient Egypt, and different rulers was changing who is the god too. Worship by all the people. So in the past Amun-Ra and Eknaton or Akhenaten was those who restored god Ra as the only god to be worshipped. The vertical line or stroke is explaining that it is one entity or one god in our case. You can see other examples down for more. The more important, as marked with the red, is the part at the right. The throne is representing power to rule. And more importantly, how the people or the priests was using the logograms to represent the king or the female ruler. Also open from the downside rectangle. Represent the place or the palace of the ruler. This is why the letters looking like the throne are royal, and also related to the god. Many people know that the rulers are justifying them right to rule from the god. meaning that the god is the only one to rule, and since he is not there on the land to rule, he left the ruler to rule. In ancient Egypt, the bowing god and the ruler was considered equal. Also, the ruler was the god in the flesh. Intriguing is the fourth logogram, where there is the throne and eye, also a person in sitting position. This is representation of the ruler or the god Osiris, but if you misplace the eye to be first above the throne, the meaning will change. That logogram will be Isis, which is Jesus in English. The last one on the left is the cartouche. In such was written the names of the gods and rulers. It is exceptionally important. That is why it looks so complex. The day. Ancient Egypt writers was writing from right to left. That is easy for holding the chisel in the left hand, and the hammer in the right hand, same as in Hebrew, for the same reason. So we can see that Amun-Ra is spelled this way. But there's the writing of the god Ra, as a circle with dot in, and the vertical stroke meaning singular, but also can mean one person, Ba. This of course proves that this is the letters of the god. Those are the basic shapes to be used. And all later alphabets was following that rule. Even if not knowing that rule. This is an ancient artifact, a chariot. Mentioned that there are wheels. And those wheels are having exactly 4 spokes all made from metal. Here, we also see wheels are having exactly 4 spokes all made from metal. The circle and the spokes, in shape of the cross, are development of the letter of the god, the circle with Y. Central dot and the vertical line. But here we see that there are 2 lines, like the 4 spokes which cross in the center of the circle. This of course makes the chariot to be able to move smoothly on the flat surface and also represent the god, and also represent in very simplified way the chariot. As the religion was developed, the myths also developed, so the god was using a chariot to travel over the sky, and that god was the god of the sun, named Ra. Well, not so fast. The word Ra in Vatan language means God, and was used for a very long time. But after the fall of the Babylon Tower, the languages changed, and many have lost that very important word for God. So we already know about the letters of the god Ra, the god of the sun and light. We can explain what is the name of the Bulgarian founder, who founded the Bulgaria on the Balkans. His name is Asparukh. The word Aspa is known to be ancient word for a horse in Bulgarian and in Persian languages, and the word Rukh is known to be the chariot in Persian language. So we have the chariot, the circle, and 4 spokes, or 2 lines crossed in the middle of the circle. As you can see, the chessboard has them. As a result, the name Asparukh is containing the letter of the god, the circle with the cross. Also, some people might mention that some graves are Christian, but the cross is having also a circle. That is the meaning. Please like and subscribe.